Hey, everybody! I haven't answered a live stream like that for a long time. Hey, everybody! But yeah, howdy. Ugh, I am beat. I have no idea what's wrong with me. I am super duper mega tired. Like I've had food poisoning this weekend, so it's kind of been. I think that's what I'm tired about. Like I must be. I think I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'll get to that in a minute because that's fun. That's a fun saga. So yeah. Um well, I'm back after my scouting trip and um staying at a friend's place for a little bit for the weekend. And yeah, I had a great time. I am like super I'm still buzzed about it. I'm excited to go back there as well. But yeah, like the potential studio space is awesome. It's just it's great. It's great. It's like it's awesome. I'm just excited about thinking about possibilities there, because it does seem to be possible. Possibilities possible. Yeah, whatever. Um, I'll just tell you a brief like what happened and everything. There's not much that I can tell you without getting into like too much detail, and I don't want to annoy Andy in case he's watching, or in case he's watching in the future, by giving away too much. Anyway, yeah. So like on the way down to where I went, um, because we went by car, we stopped off and there was a. I'm just gonna play this game to see who knows the law and who doesn't. Who knows the deep lore of my channel and stuff. Does anybody remember me talking about when I had really bad food poisoning? Like I have super bad food poisoning, and now I cannot eat a lot of meat. Like I can eat like a fair amount of meat, probably more than regular people, but it's still not like I can't like do like burger challenges and stuff like a couple people want me to do. You know? Does anybody remember this? Does anybody remember what I ate to basically make me unable to do that anymore because I had super mega bad food poisoning? I can't even remember what date this was. I think it was in the noughties. Jesus Christ, it was a long time. It was like 20 years ago. It's crazy. But does anybody remember? I'm not going to give away the answer just yet. There you go. There it is. Wendy's. So, we went to Wendy's. And I thought the UK, basically, like, you know how in the States and in the UK, there might be like similar restaurants, but essentially the UK versions are usually kind of like a lot cleaner, a lot, and the food quality is a lot better because we've got like I was going to say standards. We've got regulations and standards about what exactly you can serve people for fast food and stuff. Well, a lot more tighter regulations, I should say, yeah, because like I eat fast food when I go to America. It's not bad, it's just not at the same level as the UK versions and stuff. And before anybody basically like comes at me for basically saying that, like, it's like, oh, you just hate America and American food and all that stuff. I've had American friends that have come to the UK or been to Europe and basically had like a McDonald's, have all said that the McDonald's here is super way better. It's mega super better. It's like it's really good. It's yeah. You know, it does not compare to the American version, and I can attest to that. I will say that your KFC is better. I will say that American KFC is actually a bit better. Um, you seem to have more variety on stuff that you actually can have and stuff. So yeah, I went to a Wendy's thinking to myself, it's just, I've not had Wendy's for a long time. I did not dislike the Wendy's that I had that gave me super mega bad food poisoning. Um, I can probably rest assured that I'm probably not going to get super mega bad food poisoning, and that's true. But I still got food poisoning, and I can only guess that it was the Wendy's. I can only guess that it was the Wendy's because I don't think the Krispy Kreme was the issue in that situation. So yeah, because I basically had Krispy Kreme and Wendy's. It was like, yeah. But yeah, I had mild food poisoning, and I'm still kind of suffering from it. I pooped earlier, and I'm still pretty much am a soft serve chocolate ice cream dispenser. So that's fun. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit better, although I am still kind of really tired. And again, I think this is mostly due to the food poisoning. But yeah, I had a really good time. I had a really really good time. And I am giving the idea of basically living someplace else part time at least um, a lot more thought now. The only problem with this is, of course, money issues. Of course, just because, yeah, money's always the issue. And the good thing about this new place is that essentially, like, it's not in the middle of nowhere. The connections to the connections to, well, practically the world, because it's semi close to an airport. Again, I'm not gonna like dox my friend, and I'm not going to like dox myself potentially just yet. you know, but it's basically quite. Oh fuck it! It's quite close to an airport, so like technically it's got infinite connections, for the planet Earth. So that's cool. But what I mean is that it's actually quite close to a city that's quite close to an airport, and it's quite close to like well, the capital. So essentially it's got infinite connections. I can literally walk outside of the door and within like 10 minutes be at a train station. It's like it's not a big deal. It's awesome. um so yeah, this opens up possibilities for getting money because now I can actually get a job. Like I can actually get a job again. Um, Possibly, potentially. You know, it depends how exactly like what rota. It might get a bit complicated if I'm only there for, you know, like a few weeks, and then I come back here. So it's all very complicated to think about. But I've got plenty of time to think about it. But yeah, that I just need like an extra source of income because I haven't got any income at the moment. So it's like, yeah, well, I've got very little income, but essentially it covers very, very little, literally just like food. That's the only thing it covers right now. So yeah, um, yeah. But I've had like some ideas. It's just that they are kind of just, again, very very dependent on like exactly what times, and I'm gonna have to figure out exactly when I'm staying and when I'm coming back here and all of that stuff. And oh, that's annoying. However, before I like get into that, I'm trying to figure out a way of basically like monetizing something that I can actually still do. And since I've put my prices up for like art commissions and videos and pictures and all of that stuff, the main problem is nobody wants anything. Like I've not had any real requests from anybody that's other than people that are already on my Patreon or something like that, or who are already supporting me and already kind of like I said, paying for my food and stuff. So yeah, it's like it's not it's cool that they already support me and everything, and I appreciate that, but like I kind of need people that aren't already my patrons to like actually commission me to do artwork or do videos or do anything, you know. Or for more people to actually subscribe to my Patreon or go to my Just for Fans. I just need I need to basically figure out how to get advertising better, I guess, is the main thing. Before I actually like think about maybe being maybe doing the security thing, you know, being a security guard again, and or even doing like just like a regular job, like I said. I don't know why, but my brain has really fixated on the way back here today. I saw basically a mailman, and I was like, "Ooh, I could totally do that because I wouldn't need a car. Like where I'll be based, I wouldn't need a car. Like I can literally just like push the car around. I love walking. I love the outside. I do not care about weather conditions. So it's like that's freaking perfect for me. I would love to do that. So yeah, I'm like I was thinking about that, and it kind of keeps sticking in my head, but kind of something like that, you know. Just like either that or being a security guard again. I don't mind. It's just like annoyingly, the security guard thing would cost money to actually do because I need to get my license redone. I need to get it like it's lapsed about 10 years ago. It fucking lapsed. So basically, I need to get that renewed. But that's essentially just like a quick written test, and it's very it's not hard. So that's good. I've already done it once before, so it's not a big deal. The problem is that it costs like $300 or something to actually get your license redone. So yeah, to get your license rebadged and everything, it's like yeah. Ugh. So yeah. But yeah, I'm open. I'm also open to suggestions. Of course, I'm still open to suggestions. So yeah. And also, I haven't forgotten about the whole TikTok thing. Like, somebody did say to me afterwards, after it was mentioned on a previous live stream, about the whole TikTok thing and about how I could do live streams over there if basically this channel goes down. And like, I like the idea, but also they were saying that they actually monetize their TikTok. They actually have got like they've monetized it and they've got sponsors and everything. So like that's a possibility, but I don't know how good that is. I need to research that, I think. But yeah, I don't know how easy that is to get into, you know. Especially since I might be completely abandoning YouTube, like with the future channel ideas and stuff. That kind of depends on if like my producer friend doesn't get back to me, and he hasn't got back to me in a year, so I don't think that's going to happen. But you know, me with hopes. I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but this whole studio, like bigger studio situation, it looks incredibly promising. It's like very promising. So yeah, and the guy that I would be living with is basically super duper nice, like mega nice. Like I said, I had an awesome time. Even though I had food poisoning, I still had I had a really good time. So yeah, I'm like I'm super happy. I was super happy even though I was sick. I was super happy the whole time. So yeah, um, it was great. Yeah, I will say one thing. The doors are narrow. I did find myself like walking through doors, kind of doing this all the time. It probably isn't going to be a big issue, but it might be. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to catch up with the chat because it's mostly everybody saying hello, and we've got like a few people watching, so that's cool today. So Dom says hi, howdy, dude. Sam is here. Hey, Sam. Um, I'm always jealous whenever I see like you on Facebook and having fun with people, and it's like I wish I could do it. But yeah. Flutter says hi. So does Roscoe. TD does too. Um, and then Roscoe says about the Wendy's. Yeah, the Wendy's. That was that was just a big surprise. That was just a big surprise. So no Wendy's. My body just doesn't like it. I'm staying completely clear of Wendy's from now on. You know. I don't know what it is. I seem to just have super bad luck with Wendy's, even though a bunch of my American buddies say that they love Wendy's, and that's one of and again I can see why. Remember, I did say that the thing that I had from the Wendy's from the UK Wendy's was also pretty good. It's just poisonous. So yeah, and also if you get donuts from the UK Wendy's, they're cinnamon donuts. So just a heads up if you're allergic to cinnamon, like I am. Uh, I didn't get a good sniff of them. I basically brought the bag to my face, and I didn't sniff properly. But I brought the bag to my face, then put it further away, and sniffed the air in front of my face, so that I didn't accidentally end up nearly hospitalizing myself, like I did when I went to that Mexican restaurant and ordered churros, and I was like, "Is that cinnamon?" And then died. you know. So yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, but yeah. Um, hey, Pentafox. Sam says that he hopes I find something that I enjoy. Again, I don't know. I don't know. Even if it's just part-time work, then yeah, like the the plan is that I'm kind of gonna be. Oh, hello. So the windowsill spider has decided to extend their web. That's not cool. To my pencils. Anyway, yeah, part of the deal for basically like living there would be that I would be trying to at least provide some kind of services while I'm there. So I'm basically going to be trying to do like things like cooking and doing some fitness training and stuff as well, with my buddy Andy. So basically, just help him to basically become a strong person. I don't know. I don't know. Like he mentioned a desire to be pushed into doing some more fitness and training and stuff. So and I, because I will now have the space, I will be able to actually continue with my lifting and stuff, which would be cool. So like doing that with somebody is very helpful. It's always very helpful when you're doing it actually with somebody because you can support each other and train each other. So yeah, and yeah, I've got a more varied space to go walking as well. So like daily walks is always fun. I am a big dog man, so basically, like as in I am a dog person. So basically, as in I am a human dog, basically. And yeah, uh, daily walks is definitely something that I like. So that will be fun. I'm going to enjoy that because I get to explore and walk around and stuff. And that's cool. And yeah, so I've already got like purposes there, as well as doing arts tuition and like um, maybe even being his editor, because he's really good at like making stories. So it's like, if that becomes a secondary hobby of his, then writing stories. Like I'm a good editor for that kind of stuff. So yeah, like maybe, I don't know. But yes, when I'm not doing all of that stuff, I will need something to basically uh I need some kind of like income so that I can actually afford food and stuff for myself, because I don't expect him to pay for everything, you know. Um, because I do eat a lot, and there is a lot of food. I think I proved that this weekend, even with food poisoning. I think I basically surprised him with the amount of meals and the amount of food in the meals. So yeah, again, sorry Andy if you're watching, but like, you have a Greg's near you. I mean, come on, give me a break. I fucking love Greg's. Um, yeah, their menu has changed, but it's still really good. I still really like Greg's. Oh, anyway, how did it look inside? Are you talking about the potential new studio? The studio is a garage. It's for a small car, and it's still a huge upgrade to this. It's still several times bigger than this, which is perfect. It's still got enough space for me to actually like film stuff. Got enough space for me to actually have like workout equipment, as well as like a heavy duty workout bench and stuff, um, as well as weights and stuff. Um, yeah, it's got like even space for a green screen. So the Dorky Orky channel might be a thing. I don't know. Um, I think that he might have to upgrade his shower if the Dorky Orky thing is going to be a thing, on account of um, it's just that it's a water boiler. It's not an electric shower, so like the water tank will probably drain before I get all of the green off of me if I'm going to be filming um, a video for the Orky Dorky channel once a week. So yeah. um, but yeah, it's it isn't insulated, so in the winter it might be a bit tricky, but not impossible. Uh, so yeah, if like again, if I'm seriously considering this, it's like yeah, it's got enough space for a standing desk and a sitting desk, so that I could just get an adjustable one, but again, those cost money, and I could just get two desks and alternate between them. It's That's not a huge deal. Yeah, I will definitely need some more lighting. I'm going to need to try to fish out all of my lighting gear from here to take with me if I'm going to actually try to use it properly as a filming space, which I was supposed to do this time. And I did do a quick lighting test with just the camera real quick. I did a couple of them, couple of lighting tests in the inside and one outside, and like it looks really good. Like it's got this really good moody lighting when there's daylight from one end, and I just wanted to test that feature out while I was in there. Um, and yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. But yeah, it's like I said, it's let me try to calculate this. It's about 8 times the size of this space. It's about 8 times the size of this space. So yeah. There's plenty of space. And there is also space like there's like space for like a wardrobe for all of my filming stuff as well. So it's like that's not a problem. It doesn't have to be in that storage space doesn't have to be inside the actual studio. So yeah. So it's cool. Like I said, it's a garage for a small car. So yeah, you could put a you could fit a car in it, like a modern day car in it, but you wouldn't be able to get out of it unless you like crawled to the back of the car and then got out of the boot. So yeah, it was made for a time before cars became too big. So yeah, sounds cool. It's really good. Yeah, I'm just I'm trying to figure out basically something that I can actually shoot in there as kind of almost a test to test like everything, you know. Um, yeah, I, I I don't really know what to say. I'm still kind of like surprised that all of this happened relatively quickly, and like I said, it kind of was a joke. It started as a joke between me and Andy. Well, it started as me joking uh, to him about this, and then him taking it seriously. Well, him responding seriously, and I was like, really? You know, it's kind of yeah. It's kind of all happened like relatively quickly, and I'm happy that it did. I'm just like, um, yeah, I was trying not to get my hopes up, and it's basically this is cleared up what is possible and what isn't possible. I think so. That's good. I still haven't got my hopes up fully because I'm still not. I'm trying not to basically like say to myself that that this is totally 100% possible because I am totally going to get all of the money. I'm going to find a monetarily adequate solution for me to not feel terrible about staying there. About using this space as a studio. I ultimately do want to pay him back at some stage um, for all of his generosity, and yeah, it's just yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool. Yeah. I don't really know what to say about it, to be honest. I'm trying to think about like other things to say about it, and also trying to think of other ways. Other ways to make monies at the same time. But yeah. I'm starting to think that this vid, by the way, is the way to go for the archive of all of my videos. Just also something I was gonna mention later, but yeah, the site this vid, somebody suggested it a while back, and I kind of said no to it because I've heard terrible things about it, and also Yeah, nothing terrible from them particularly, about them particularly. It's more that it's terrible due to the fact that the site itself is just, it's got really bad security and stuff. It never sticks with you for some reason. Well, I mean, it depends. If its back end is any better than Pornhub, I'm kind of liking it already. But the thing is that, yeah, it's, I don't want it to basically continuously get hacked and, like, have like virus, being always infected with viruses and stuff. But yeah, it's just that I was already thinking this before this weekend about the whole Just for Fans thing. The reason, by the way, the reason for Just for Fans existing was because I wanted some place that was better than Pornhub to have my archive. The only problem with Just for Fans is that there is no way of basically letting people in past the paywall, and that's the main reason why I uploaded to Just for Fans, is because it was a Pornhub alternative. The reason why the amount of money for the subscription is set to the absolute minimum that it could be is because it wasn't meant to be a source of income. It was mainly meant to be a a place for my Pornhub videos to go. Um, so yeah, so I did need to find a way to get those out there onto a different place. I'm still not entirely sure if I should even keep the Just for Fans going or not. If I do upload to this vid and that becomes successful. But yeah, I just keep getting complaints from people, and some of them are genuine complaints. A lot of the complaints that I get are kind of like just people that just want free content for they just want the free content, and they just want they think that I basically make lots of money off of Just for Fans, and it's just not true. It's just not true. I think my Just for Fans figures are public anyway, so I don't understand why they don't get it. But yeah, is there another? By the way, is there another thing other than Patreon that is that is basically like Patreon? You know, like I have a coffee thing, but that I don't really check it because like nobody ever uses the coffee thing. Um, but yeah, I know one of my friends uses Subscribestar, but I'm not entirely sure. Like, yeah, yeah, Subscribestar. Yeah, I can't remember. There was like a weird controversy when they were talking to me about it. There was some kind of weird controversy because it has ties to Russia or something, or it was started in Russia, but it doesn't exist there in Russia anymore. It's like it's either European or American now. Like they're European or American based now. But yeah, it's just that Patreon is I keep getting messages from Patreon every now and again saying that basically like the content that I post is no longer supported by Patreon, and I have to keep rebuttaling them, and then they do step back, but I do feel like they, much like YouTube, will eventually kind of like kick me off eventually. So yeah, I can't subscribe. I can't like post a bunch of stuff to Patreon like I had intended to. So yeah, But yeah. I did think about opening up my Etsy account again, but I don't want to do that because they are also annoying, and also nobody really bought anything from my Etsy store. Or I got like a bunch of messages from my Etsy store from people that wanted to buy stuff, but it was very much a kind of like a scam. You know, they would basically only get stuff. They would only wanted stuff from me if they could pay me upon completion, which was annoying. And I was explaining this already to Andy, and yeah, that basically they would pay me on completion. You can set it up so that you can pay pay on request, and then there's pay on completion. And basically I set mine to pay on request, which means that they pay, they give me the description, and then I deliver a piece of artwork that they want based on their description. And yeah, I did get a few people responding to my Etsy page, but it was mostly people basically saying that just inquiring. It's like, I'd love some artwork from you, but could you make it so that it's pay on completion? And I was like, sorry, I can't do that. And then they'd get all uppity about it, saying that basically, well, how am I supposed to pay for something if I don't like it? You know. And the reason why artists have this option and have this as a requirement is because if you don't like it, then fair enough, we might give you a refund. But if you say you don't like it and we've got it and we've basically like have given you a copy of it or whatever, then you've got something, and then you decide not to pay, you've got something that, yeah. Because this has been an issue for a lot of people. You can look up like YouTube videos and stuff for this, about like how people have like tried to scam people for the whole thing. You know, there's a really famous one, I think, written by, what is it, Jello Apocalypse, of like artists responding to buttholes on the internet or something. It's a whole thing about like this guy kind of it's all like text messages, but he basically reads them and gives them voices. But yeah, there's basically this guy that's like, it's like, okay, here's your logo, money please. And the person being like, that's great, but it's got a bunch of watermarks over it. And it's like, yeah, that's to prevent you from using this without paying me. And then they're like, okay, but can I see it without the watermarks? And it's like, yeah, you can after you pay me. And it's like, yeah, but I don't know how it looks without the watermarks. It's like, well, you're gonna have to use your imagination. This is how it works. It's like, I don't know why you're being so mean about it. You've done it already. Could you just like send it to me so that I can see it? And the artist is like, no. Because no. And then they were like, look, I'm gonna pay you. I need some time to actually like see if it looks good and if it works and stuff as a good logo. And it's like, right, so they weren't ever gonna pay you, and you've already done all the work, and now they're moaning at you because you do. Yeah, it goes on, and it is very funny. I definitely go track down that video if you want to see like the whole thing, because I can't remember exactly how it goes, but that's basically the gist of it. And this conversation has happened to me a couple of times. like for like videos that I've edited for people, and for like and for artwork, and yeah. No, Don, the point is that like um their portfolio is the kind of like, you know, you're gonna get something that looks like this and quality like this, and yeah, but based on what you want, your request. It's like that's the advertisement. The advertisement is their kind of like kind of their promise of what you're gonna get, you know. So yeah, when they give you an image and it's got a watermark on it, then like that's the whole point of that is that, yeah. So I just got a message that I've got to read because it's Andy. I'll just go on slow. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, I think Etsy does do like a watermark feature and stuff. So yeah. I have idea. I have in the past thought of doing like actual T-shirts and stuff. The problem is that like, you know, my face figuratively like for T-shirts and stuff is kind of like I'm not I'm not that vain. I don't like the idea of like my face or my logo being on a T-shirt. It doesn't sound like me. I thought about doing like different types of T-shirts and different kinds of designs and stuff, but like they're not really related to me. You know, I've got like a bunch of T-shirt ideas and stuff. I've given some of those to my buddy Moody, moodybear.com, and stuff. I don't think he's ever used any one of them though. So I don't think, yeah. I did have an idea, and I might be kind of like screwing myself over here by kind of like revealing it. But I did have an idea for T-shirts a while back, where it was kind of just like not like logos or anything on the T-shirt. They would basically be prints of kind of like pictures. So basically, you'd have like one that just literally had kind of like the window reflection thing to make it look like it's made out of rubber. You know, like it's like a cartoon T-shirt or a cartoon rubber T-shirt. You know, or basically like it would be all kind of blueberry texture to give you a blueberry kind of aesthetic if you're a big round person. You know, and even and I swear I saw these because I actually put it on one of my art pieces um, of of five wearing he's like on the moon on a moon base, and basically he's got a T-shirt, and it's basically all printed to have the texture of the moon. You know, basically like just various different full t-shirt textures and stuff. And I thought about doing this, and I was like, this might be like an idea that's kind of cool. Um, but it's just a random idea, and I really wish that I had the money to basically throw some money at it and see if it actually does anything. Because to me, it sounds like fun. It was like a bunch of these t-shirts I would definitely buy. You know, I could definitely get like a t-shirt that has like the Jupiter print, and just call myself a gas giant. You know, with the great red spot being where the belly button is and everything. It's cute ideas, random cute ideas. But yeah, other t-shirt designs like would be cool. I don't know if I feel like if I opened up like a t-shirt design kind of like workshop or whatever, um, I'd be stepping on somebody's toes because, like I said, I'm friends with Moody Bear, um, who does the moodybear.com, who does bear themed and just generally funny t-shirt designs. So, like I said, I feel like I might be stepping on somebody's toes if I opened up like my own t-shirt brand and stuff. That's like based on bears or fat guys. So yeah, it's a cool idea. I don't know where I would sell them. It does, but like I said, I don't want to kind of like step on his toes. If anything, I kind of wish that I could work for him. But I would feel weird about being paid by him, you know? Kind of, but not entirely. I've given him a few ideas. I've actually given him a few ideas, but like I said, um, like he hasn't used any of them as far as I know. So yeah, and to be honest, I don't blame him. Again, remember the guy that has self worth issues. I don't blame him for not using my ideas. They do sound like some of them sound really mediocre. So yeah. Although he does have just shirts that literally just say "pup" with the word "pup" in a bone on the shirt. So yeah, it's like some of his ideas are very basic as well, but he's allowed to have them because he already has a shirt company. So yeah, basically, his I I don't want to basically make it sound like his business is failing, but I don't want to mess with his business, and I don't want to be paid by him because every time I hear about Moody Bears, like you know, either financial problems or problems with the actual with his company and stuff like that, it sounds like they are. I don't want to add to if it will make it messy, with his success. So yeah, I actually think he's been doing okay this year, from what I remember from Bear Bash. I'm pretty sure he's not doing terribly this year. He's actually like in a new place and new warehouse space and all that stuff. So, which is good because his last space was terrible. So yeah. I don't know. I'm liking this idea with the t-shirts. I'm still. You've actually woken up my kind of like my idea for the t-shirts. Oh, there's also the other brand, the one that does the orc t-shirts and stuff as well. You know, orc style. So yeah, I'm liking this. I am liking this. The only thing that's really holding me back right now is it will take money. The Jupiter Belly that one is hilarious. Yeah, get it, because it will make whoever wears it, if they're a big guy, then they'll become an actual gas giant. Silly. Yeah. The only thing that's holding me back is that um, again, self-worth issues. So you might not believe this, but every single thing that I've ever done that basically is like taking a big idea and then running with it has failed. So this will be another one. I'll just end up with like I'll end up with crap for, you know. Roscoe, they're not magic. This is a serious idea. I'm actually thinking about asking Moody about this. You know, I'm actually thinking about asking him like, what would it take for just like a really small time operation. Hmm. But yeah, again, I had this idea a long time ago. Just didn't think I could do it because, again, it's just one of those things that requires money to actually start up and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I already know that. I have so many t-shirts. I have so many t-shirts. And I already know the Moody Bear thing is he's actually got like they are washing machine friendly. It's just that they have to be put in very specific instructions. So yeah. However, the printing that you can get done, especially for the fine, basically the photo prints and stuff for the full shirts, the full textured shirts would be kind of like the photo realistic texture shirts for like the planets and stuff. Um, those would probably be a different. That's a different process. They just would end up faded after a long time. You know, after repeated washes, eventually they will fade. So yeah, but yeah, yeah. I got the Piggly Wiggly shirt on. It's not the one I wanted, but it's the one that my friend sent me. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see if like yeah. Like at the very least, I think I might be able to actually like give Moody some new ideas and stuff and see what he does with them, and then like maybe kind of like invest in a specific kind of like machine that is needed to actually like get the photorealistic prints on like entire shirts and stuff. Like, and then I can maybe like invest in one of these machines, let him use it, and then basically like kind of like get some of my ideas through as well. I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. Am I doing anything after this? I was either gonna go to bed or I was going to check my mail and then go to bed. Because I am tired. Oh, good news for anybody that's basically wanting, well, is interested in the whole AI upscaling thing. I have done with all of my artwork that is publicly shared. I still have a bunch of artwork that isn't publicly shared, and I'm considering not sharing that at least right away because, like, I've got a bunch of artwork that you guys have never seen because the people that have requested this or commissioned these pieces, like, they either didn't want them to be shown or they only wanted them for their private collection. So, like, it's been some of that has been put through the upscaler, but I can't show you the original. So I'm like not entirely sure I want to share the upscaled one, you know? Oh, yeah, Dom, by the way, yeah, I put yours through because that was one of the last ones that I did from the publicly shared ones. I put your not the latest one, but the one that you asked me for before, the guy with the braces. Like I put that one through, and it did it straight away. No, it came out pretty good. Like a photorealistic version of that. So yeah, I can send you that, or I can post it on Discord. What do you think? Which one do you want, by the way? Um, An AI £500 version of me. Well, somebody already did like somebody did a fan morph of me, and that's already gone through, and that's already on Discord. So yeah, and I think that version of me is probably £500. I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to judge sizes and stuff. Yeah, I'll quickly just I'll do that now, so you can I'll get your live reaction. But yeah, I'll put that in the thing. Of course, I'm still running things through the GPT because I can only get 4 or 5 pictures from GPT a day, so those ones are still going through. But yeah, did I do any others? I haven't done your latest one that I did that you commissioned. I haven't done that one yet. But I did do this guy. So yeah, I'm trying to get the original file. I'll post it on my Discord on the server. So yeah. Where's the original? It's in the sorting folder under new art. There it is. So yeah, like I put it through, and that's immediately what it spat out, like straight away. Which I thought was a really good, like it always shrinks things down when it's made when I ask it to enhance something. It usually like shrinks things down or a bit at least, and it has done it now looking side by side. But I'm still happy that it actually came out at all anything like the original, and it really does look like the picture that you sent me. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, they're basically done. I'm basically done with the whole AI thing. It's just the pictures that I'm not entirely sure if I want to share them. I'm debating whether I want to actually share any of the AI upscaled pictures of the private pictures that I've done for people that have been sent to them already. You know, so yeah. I know, right? It basically that's what I mean. It's like it's not exactly like the original picture that you sent me, plus a couple £100, but it's it's still it's still very very kind of accurate, you know. That's the perfect use of AI. Well, that's again. I know I've already like been over the whole my stance on AI thing. You know, I was just using it as a tool to see if it could upscale a bunch of my original artwork and stuff, um, and just to see if it would like give me improvements or ideas for like future stuff. You know, and yeah, some stuff it did do it better. Well, okay, let's be real. Like again, self-worth issues. It did enhance like it did enhance and did everything way better than I ever could, and that's cool. You know, well, I wouldn't say how better than how I could. Essentially, I can do very very photorealistic like drawings if I basically did them over the course of fucking like months. I can do really really good stuff like that. I have done that stuff in college. So basically, yeah. The problem is that I get bored with like staying on one project for too long, for way too long. In the case of if it's like a month or something, unless it's something that I'm getting like, oh no, even if I'm getting paid for something, it annoys the crap out of me. But if it's something that I'm really really passionate about or whatever, then I will give it my bestest and stuff. Um, like the Green Witch picture, like I did that over the course of a few days, and that was pretty accurate. I thought that was pretty good. I cannot find that on my computer. I think that went into a different art folder. So yeah, I haven't put any of my professional artwork for it. That's the thing. Maybe it's in that folder. But yes, anyway, it's just that it's nice to see like the human versions of like furry characters and see if they match up with the human versions of the furry characters in general. And yeah, it's just some of it's very funny. I did put one of Damon's pictures of his beaver through it, and I said, could you make this a human version, please? And it did, and it looked very much like Damon, and it was a little bit spooky. I'm still a bit annoyed that it can't do some pictures. I'm still a bit annoyed that it just straight up refuses to do some pictures. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Giving me things to think about. You guys have given me things to think about. Actually useful, which is cool. I am gonna think more tomorrow on. God, these my flip flops are really really like coming apart. I swear they're not supposed to do this, but they're fraying at the edges. I can just show you guys. Oh, bending. Oh. But yeah, it's not dirty, by the way. It's the way that the flip flop has actually like this is the underside. This is another layer. It's not dirt because I kept thinking it was dirty, but it's just where my foot has kind of like buried itself in the flip flop. But yeah, it's like fraying on the edges and stuff. What the fuck? I mean, yeah, these are kind of old, but the problem is that I just haven't worn them. Like, I literally only used to wear them when I went to and from the hot tub, and that was it. And then they were in storage, and they were relatively kind of like pristine when I got them out of storage when I needed to air out my feet a little bit because I didn't want to have trench foot again. And I've been wearing them for the past 3 weeks, and they're already disintegrating. I do have just like just straight up plastic pleather ones, with the flowery designs on them and stuff. But like these ones are really comfortable. But yeah, also that costs money. So yeah. I don't think you guys get it. I am like really broke. Like I'm really broke now. I'm done. I have, like, money wise, I'm kind of fucked. So yeah. You've been to college, I guess, Yale or Harvard, to technical college or art school. So art school, you can tell I'm not in college. I have no idea what you're talking about. I went to Barking College in Barking. Barking in Dagenham um, College, and I went there for to get my engineering degree for architecture, but also I did a couple of other minor courses and stuff, and one of them was art and design. Yeah, you need new ones. Yeah, I need new ones. They cost money. Walmart brand. I have no idea what that means. If you're talking about, yeah, the problem is, Don, that if you did, then you'd have to ship the whatever you got me over here, which will cost money. So yeah, I'm not comfortable asking people to send me stuff unless they really can afford it. So yeah, if there's a Walmart in the UK, it's called ASDA, ASDA. Um, it still costs money. It still costs money. Like, you need to order brand new pair or keep the ones you have. You do you? Well, again, I've got other ones for when these go, but like they are not as comfortable. They're kind of they've got like these ones. Like, I'll show you again. These ones are really cool when I first got them because like they have the they have the kind of like layers of like a pleather, like fake leather, and then it's cloth material, and then another layer of pleather, and it's all woven together with the cloth material, and that's obviously frayed at all of the edges because I walk around in them. I stand and I walk a lot, and well, this is kind of proof because this is only after 3 weeks. So yeah, but yeah, the thing about the other ones is that you see this part. This is all like a cloth material, like a soft canvasy material, and the thing between the toes. The other ones are plastic. It's a plastic thing between the toes and over my foot, and it's nowhere near as comfortable. So yeah. My birthday's coming up. I'm gonna get like replacement stuff, so probably for my birthday. So yeah, it's not a big deal. Um, all the eating money, no side jobs or side hustle. Well, the thing is, I did have side jobs and I did have side hustle. That's just side jobs. Yeah, I did have like work. It's just that it's been a really tough couple of years. Like, the year before these past couple of years was awesome, and I was able to pay for things like taking my friends to Vegas and actually having vacations and buying stuff and being able to pay bills and shit. got a new phone and everything. Yeah. But like, I just assumed that I would have another good year of lots of people like buying stuff from me and buying stuff from me, not for me, buying stuff from me and paying me lots and lots of money for jobs well done. But it's just not happened. It just hasn't happened for a while, and um, it's used up all of my monies. It happens. Plus, everything's gotten super expensive. I mean, you must know about this. Everything's like super not cheap. So, yeah. Right, guys. Yeah, I do like the t-shirts. I do. It's stupid in the US. It's stupid everywhere. On the Earth planet, it's bad right now. I mean, things are still cheaper in the US than they are in the UK. So, yeah. I mean, guys, like, again, like, things are still cheaper in the US than they are in the UK. Like, monetarily wise, we've got it worse right now. Okay. I don't need the healthcare right now. I need the food. I need prices to go down. You know. I know that's not. I know that like deflation is actually like super bad and everything. I get that. I do. But like you can't blame people for wanting prices to go down. Right? Did I already say this? If anybody wants to ask me anything or say anything to me, let me know because I'm gonna go soon. Um, yeah. I'm debating whether I should go to bed straight away or if I should like try to stay up for a little bit. I probably should try to stay up for a little bit on account of I've eaten something just now, so yeah. LD, you have asked me this in the past. Do you not remember? I've not been to China and I want to go to Japan. I do actually want to go to Japan. Yeah, seriously. LD is a bot. I swear LD's a bot. I know that they've actually said in the past that they're not a bot, but it's like, yeah. This is why I don't answer all of their questions. Anyway, yeah, Don, I will put your picture through the thing. It's just that it's not on my computer yet. Like your latest picture is not on my computer yet. I thought it was, but it's not yet. I just had a quick look when I was doing the when I uploaded that picture just now, and I was like, why is this not in the new art folder? But it just isn't there yet. I just remembered that I didn't say that when I did that. So yeah, I didn't say that part out loud. I just registered it in my brain. So yeah. But yeah, when it does, then I'll try to remember to actually post it on the thing and not just save it with the rest of the artwork. That's the private artwork stuff. So yeah, I will still be posting stuff though. I will still be posting stuff in that folder because, like I said, like I normally get 4 or 5 pictures a day from GPT, and all of these pictures that you've seen so far, apart from a couple, have all been from the other program, Copilot and stuff. So yeah, Copilot keeps changing what it can and can't do. Like sometimes it can depict larger proportions in photorealism, and sometimes it doesn't want to. Sometimes it can depict characters with certain accessories, and then sometimes it doesn't want to. It's like, yeah, it's a thing. The AI enhancements are kind of like irritating. Especially just recently, I was going through the fan art folder. That was one of the last folders that I went through. It did a picture. There's a really rough sketch of me with somebody basically saying thanks to with thanks to Tubbs from somebody, and I'm sorry about the not remembering your name, but the thing is that from this sketch that they did, it rendered me completely perfectly, apart from the lack of body hair, basically. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is great. Okay, could you please, add body hair?" And it did it again, and as it was going down, it showed like my face and everything, and I was like, "Yep, that's me. That looks like me. That's really good." And just as it got past the nipple, it said, "Sorry, I can't render that for you." And then it just refused to do any changes to it at all. It was so uncool because it was like fucking perfect, but yeah. So yeah, it's too frustrating. It's fun sometimes, but sometimes it is just too frustrating to actually do some of the pictures that I wanted to do. So yeah. It's just a thing. Why would I be wearing a Transformer shirt? I've not shown any interest in Transformers or Legend of Zelda. Also, like, I'm not getting new shirts. You guys have seen all of my shirts. if anybody has actually seen me wear a Transformers shirt in the past, then then maybe. However, they have not, so I will probably not ever. So yeah. What the fuck are you talking about? I know it's probably a bot, but and it's gone. Whatever. Yeah. Now it's just saying nonsense. Okay. Right. Yeah. I'll be back probably not tomorrow, but the day after. To do a proper live stream again. And yeah, I'm plowing through. I keep saying this, and it just doesn't seem to be a thing that's happening. But I am actually getting close to finish the fucking pick dump. I will be getting back to my regular scheduled programming soon. But as you might have been able to tell from this live stream, I've got a lot on my mind. Okay, I need to figure out some stuff, and yeah, I am going to be contacting Moody to ask him about stuff. Just maybe have a chat. So yeah, Panda, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I just told you. I keep saying that I'm getting close. I don't know how close because apparently I can't tell. So yeah. Whatever. Anyway. Ugh. Belly rubs and belly salute. And yeah. Do you think the tummy's actually a bit bigger? But I'm not going to measure it. I'm not going to bother. Because every time I've thought that in the past, it's never been the case. I just end up measuring and then being disappointed. So yeah. Yeah, I just the reason why I thought it was is because when I took my pants off, normally I just like unstrap myself, and then my pants fall down. You know, I push the braces off, and then basically my pants just fall down, and they didn't this time, so I was a bit surprised, but I don't know, probably not. But yeah. It's a shame Roscoe went. He did say that if he opened with the whole Star Trek thing, then yeah, I would have been okay with that. But he didn't. He just asked me what I was doing afterwards, and then left. So whatever. Anyway, guys. Yeah, not tomorrow, but the next day. I'll catch you later. Toodles.